Ina.
Honourable Speaker, my question is to the Minister of Aboriginal Relations. Does he believe that speaking to 4 Aboriginal women constituted meaningful consultation on the issue of transportation safety along the Highway of Tears?
Minister of Aboriginal Relations and Reconciliation.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and thank you to the member opposite for the question. We take, of course, all issues very seriously, but in particular, we engage significantly with First Nations on a very wide range of issues. So whether that is issues relating to activities on the land base, whether that's activities associated with training, with environmental stewardship, with safety and transportation, we take all of these things very serious. And so we're out on a regular basis engaging with nations, talking about a wide range of things. And I have had some conversations with some nations about Highway 16. However, Madam Speaker, it's in the context of many other things that we're working on with nations.
Member for Skeena on a supplemental.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. I'm sorry, but that was pathetic. Let me state this. First, the government denied that records of its consultations on the Highway of Tears even existed. Then, after we asked about them in this House, we finally received some heavily redacted documents. Those records show that just 4 of the 80 people that the ministry staff met with were Aboriginal women. My question now is to the Minister of Transportation. Does he think that speaking to 4 Aboriginal women has given him a real insight into the transportation safety issues facing Aboriginal women in the North?
Minister of Transportation and Infrastructure.
Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker. We actually, our staff in the Ministry of Transportation actually conducted the engagement that the member references last summer, and this engagement went over a number of weeks, and we did meet with 80 leaders, First Nations and local government leaders, as well as others along the corridor, and those discussions continue. There seems to be a sense on the other side that's it, that there are no further conversations taking place. Honourable Speaker, we identified some tangible actions that we could take from those discussions, which we are moving forward with, but we have said that we are going to continue to engage. And so staff in our ministry, staff in other ministries of government are meeting with First Nations leaders up and down that corridor on a regular basis to discuss these safety issues, as well as a broader range of issues of importance to First Nations people.
Member for Esquimalt Railroads.
Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Speaker, 4 Aboriginal women. That may explain why the minister continues to come out with many bizarre comments on this topic. He says that a shuttle bus service, which of course Aboriginal groups have been calling for 10 years, is not appropriate. Instead, the government is providing resources for drivers' education. Well, the reality is, Madam Speaker, if the Minister of Transportation had actually talked to women in the North, he'd know that they don't own cars, which is why they hitchhike. And it seems to me that First Nations have been underscoring this point for many years, Madam Speaker. One of the most significant contributing factors to women and people hitchhiking along this area is because they live in poverty. Owning a vehicle is a luxury that is beyond very many of them. So, Honourable Speaker, I'd like to know, can the Minister of Transportation tell the House how many Aboriginal women he has spoken to that have told him that drivers' education is a bigger priority than a shuttle bus service to stop them hitchhiking along the Highway of Tears?
Minister of Transportation and Infrastructure.
Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker. Again, I think it's important, and the member and I canvassed this in estimates the other day. It's important to take a holistic view here and look at all of the wide range of services that are currently provided along the corridor, and to have an ongoing discussion with people in this part of the province as to how those services can be augmented moving forward. I said to the member in estimates, I will say again now, a shuttle bus that would traverse almost an 800-kilometer distance was simply identified as not practical. It would not address the challenges that are faced by people along that corridor.